At 14, my dad slapped me twice and deadbolted the front door behind me. A blizzard hit. I was barefoot. I was bleeding, and my sister watched through the glass like she'd just won. It started over something stupid. Storm warnings all day, roads iced over. My sister was 17 and hated the word no. She wanted the mall with her friends. For once, Dad said no. She stomped upstairs, slammed her door, and the house went quiet. I stayed at the kitchen table doing math, trying to stay invisible. About 20 minutes later, she came back down looking wrecked. Mascara streaked, shirt collar ripped, big, shaky sobs. Then she pointed at me and choked out. He attacked me. He said he hates me. He said he wished I'd never been born. I just stared. I held up my homework. I haven't moved. I've been right here. But Dad didn't slow down. He grabbed my arm so hard my water glass hit the tile and shattered. "How could you do that to your sister?" he yelled. And my sister's crying paused for half a second, just long enough for me to catch a satisfied smirk. Then everything went slow. First, his hand cracked across my face. Next, my mouth filled with that metallic taste. Then, another slap snapped my head sideways. After that, my hip slammed the counter. Again, he yanked me up like I weighed nothing. Then he dragged me to the front door. Finally, he shoved me outside and threw the deadbolt. The cold hit like a punch. I pounded on the door until my knuckles burned and then went numb. No one opened it. Through the window, I saw my sister with her arms crossed, watching me shake. She smiled, then she walked away. So I moved. Standing still meant dying. My best friend lived 5 streets over. On a normal day, it was nothing. In that storm, it was whiteout chaos. Wind shoved me sideways. Snow swallowed my feet. I fell, got up, fell again. My toes felt like they belonged to someone else. I reached their porch on panic. I couldn't even knock right, so I kicked the door. Her mom opened it and went pale when she saw my face. No lecture, no questions. Just hands pulling me inside, blankets, a fireplace, and hot cocoa I couldn't hold because my fingers wouldn't work. When I finally talked, the story came out ugly and fast. The lie, the slaps, the lock. Her parents called my house again and again. No answer. Her mom left a message so calm it felt colder than the storm. I was safe there, and they were not amused. My mom showed up early Sunday morning like a storm of her own. She hugged me so tight I couldn't breathe. Then she saw the bruises and went silent. My friend's mom had already taken photos. They'd also had me checked mild frostbite, exposure, the kind of could have been fatal paperwork that makes adults go still. We walked back into my house, and Dad was at the table with the Sunday paper. Like nothing happened. He started talking. Mom lifted one hand. "Don't. Just listen." My sister shuffled in wearing pajamas and froze when she saw my face. Mom laid it out like she was reading a chart, timeline, witnesses, photos, medical report, weather reports. Then she turned to my sister and said, "Tell the truth, right now." My sister tried the usual routine denial, tears, bargaining. Mom didn't move. Finally, my sister's shoulders dropped. "I made it up," she said. She admitted she ripped her own shirt, smeared her own makeup, and invented the whole attack because she wanted Dad distracted from the mall. She didn't even try to justify watching me outside and doing nothing. Dad went gray. His hands shook. He said my name like that fixed anything. But Mom had already made calls. Dad packed a couple bags and left that morning. Divorce papers got filed Monday. My mom got full custody. No visits unless I wanted them, on my terms. Then Mom looked at my sister and said, "You wanted him to believe you that badly? Congrats. You can live with him." In court, Dad tried to sell it as a stressful mistake. That died fast. My friend's parents testified. The photos spoke, and the doorbell footage finished it. My sister at the window, smiling while I begged to be let back in. After that, nobody in that room had patience left. By summer, my sister moved into Dad's sad little apartment and learned what winning feels like when the prize is a life you ruined. Her friends vanished. At school, nobody trusted the girl who could lie that big and smile about it. Dad sent letters. I didn't read them. Some doors don't get reopened. The only thing I kept was the sound of that deadbolt, because that was the moment I learned a lie can almost kill you, and a good mother will burn the whole world down so it never happens twice.